Pramoda Vyasarao, speech title, Marriage a Boon or Bane. Marriage a Boon or Bane, Pramoda Vyasarao.
A few years ago, I went to a recreation park. I saw three mischievous kids huddled around a stone elephant. That stone elephant had nice and curly ears. One of these boys twirled his finger inside the elephant's ears. He flinged his fingers back. Oops! The other two boys asked him, "What happened?" With a foxy smile on his face, he says, "It's a nice experience. You must try." The other two boys followed him. They twirled their fingers. They too said it was a nice experience. After they left the scene, I tried my luck. I realized there was a honeybee inside the ear. The bee stung all three of them. Sorry, four of us. But they felt embarrassed to disclose this fact to their friends. What a pity. Honorable judges, fellow Toastmasters and guests, most men and women in this world are stung by a bee called marriage. But the funny thing is, no one reveals the truth. If you ask a married man, like Mr. Captain Gopalakrishnan, "Sir, what's your experience?" "Pramoda, experiences cannot be explained. They can only be experienced." Most single men and women are in the quest of finding a right partner. When they are single, they first mingle. When the wedding bells jingle, they get into a lifetime tangle. Once they get married, they realize that finding a right partner is very much like going to a restaurant with your friends. You look at the menu, you order what you want. When the food is served, you look what the other fellow has. You wish you had ordered that. A Sanskrit quote says, "Bharya daiva krita sakha." Bharya daiva krita sakha. It means, for a man, his wife is the best friend sent by God. How romantic. It's true. A man and a woman are best friends until they get married. Once they get married, these intimate friends become two ends of a straight line which never meet. One of my friends, Anil, was so curious to know the right age for marriage. He went to his grandfather and asked this question. "Grandpa, tell me, what's the right age for marriage?" His grandfather was a psychologist for 35 years. He cleared his throat and said, "Anil, when a man starts liking every woman around him, it's high time he should get married." Anil became nostalgic. With a shadow of deep regret on his face, he said, "Grandpa, I see what you mean. I should have married 12 years ago when I was in high school." A question was posed to a group of married men and women. Define the word marriage. This was the best answer. Marriage is not a word. It's a sentence. A life sentence. There is a euphonic word in Sanskrit for marriage. It's called vivaha. The etymological meaning of vivaha is vishishtam vahanam. Vishishtam vahanam. To paraphrase that in English, it means exquisite chariot. What a word! Exquisite chariot. During honeymoon days, right after wedding, this chariot elevates in air like a hot air balloon. And the entire world looks like a paradise. After a few months, when the chariot lands back on earth, suddenly you start feeling This chariot ride is a little bumpy, tiring and troublesome. John Gray, in his best-selling book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, narrates, men and women are distinctively different. It's unfair to expect a man to think, react, overreact like a woman, and vice versa. I read this book to unravel a mystery called women before I got married. It opened my eyes. I realized women are intricate in nature, but men are more intricate than women. It's indeed a miracle on this earth. Some men and women are happily married. Have you ever wondered how such a miracle can happen on earth? Looks like I have got a convincing answer. I request all of you to hold your cell phones in your right hand so that others around you can see your cell phones. Now for a moment, sweep your eyes and look at the cell phones of people around you. Some of you might opine that your neighbors have got a better cell phone than you do. Maybe your neighbor's cell phone has got an internet connection, an MP3 player, a 5 megapixels camera, etc. Nevertheless, you like your cell phones and you are attached to it. Similarly, in marriages, we like certain aspects in our partners and we are emotionally glued to them. I know there is one question scratching all of your heads, especially if you're single. Get to the point, man. Should we marry or not? Friends, this bee stung me 6 months ago. It's too early to comment. I don't want to push my opinion down your throat. As wise men say, experiences cannot be explained. They can only be experienced. I truly believe in what Socrates said. Friend, by all means, get married. If you get a good wife, you will be happy. If you get a bad one, you will become a philosopher. Over to you,